Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the CHS Weekly Report. I'm your host, WGSO Op Manager Emily Fletcher. This week, we're talking to members of the Chesterton High School girls basketball team. Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
First, can you introduce yourself and tell us what position you play and what grade you're in?
My name's Sierra Bonner. I'm a junior, and I play mostly guard.
My name is Ingrid Hurst. I'm a senior, and I'm also a guard.
I'm Kennedy Bradley. I'm a freshman, and I'm a point guard.
I'm Tenley Davis. I'm a freshman, and I'm a center.
Are any of you involved with any clubs or activities here at CHS?
Not anymore. I used to be involved with cross country and track.
Yeah, I play a few. Do you want me to name the sports?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I play soccer, and I run track, and I also am involved in the lacrosse team.
Okay.
And then I also am on student government, National Honor Society, and Red Cross Club.
Dang. Okay. Is the lacrosse team co-ed, or is there boys and girls lacrosse?
There's boys and girls lacrosse.
Wow. I had no idea that it was such a...
It's a growing game.
Yeah. Cool.
I just play basketball and run track. That's
Okay.
I did volleyball here, and I'm with the National Honor Society as well.
How long have you guys been part of the Chesterton basketball team?
I did it my freshman year, skipped my sophomore, and then came back my junior.
I transferred here my sophomore year, so I've been on the team for 3 years.
This is my first year.
This is my first year,
Okay.
too.
And you're planning on playing next year?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been playing basketball?
I've been playing basketball since second grade.
Second grade?
I think I've been playing for 9 years.
Okay.
I've been playing since second grade.
I've been playing since the courts,
Got
back then, so.
Who are your coaches, and can you tell us a little bit about them?
Jack Campbell, Coach Mitchell, and Coach Berner. And I feel like they're very,
They're well known in the basketball community. I mean, they've been
Yes.
coaching for a long time.
Okay.
So,
They are very, they discipline. And they're very, motivational.
Yeah, they're really good at, knowing what plays to run and stuff at the right times.
And did you guys just wrap up your 2022-2023 season?
Yes.
Can you give us a little rundown of how the season went and what were some of your personal highlights?
seeing, the team get along and, actually bond was really nice to see.
yeah, I think we ended it on a note that we're not quite happy with. But obviously they can come back next year and avenge our team because we lost to Valpo, which is the worst way to go out. But it was definitely a fun season. I mean, we had a losing record last year, and now I think we ended 16-9, which is pretty good. And we played some good teams and learned a lot. And it was such a fun team, especially beating Crown Point together.
Oh,
that was
that was
definitely one of the
awesome.
highlights of the season.
Yeah, after 6 years, we had finally beat them.
Yeah, we
That was
haven't
the first
beat them
time
in
in
a while,
6
yeah.
years.
I feel like we all became very, very close and became more of a family, and which also transferred into our playing.
Yeah.
So, that
I
helped a lot.
agree a lot with that. I think that we connected on a whole nother level, which gave trust while playing, and we connected a lot better after that.
What do you believe are some of the things that contribute to being on a great basketball team?
Trusting one another on the court, their abilities, playing.
I think one attribute that our team really showed was our willing to work for one another. We are always hitting the floor, just wanting to play for each other, not just for ourselves. And then also sportsmanship. I noticed our team was really good at picking not only our own players up, but other players on other teams. And I think that helped us.
Honestly, I feel the same thing that Sierra said. So, it was just, good all around.
Yeah, I think we picked each other up really well, and I think we were there for each other a lot. Even when we were down, we were always picking each other up, and I think communication is key as well, talking on the court and stuff, and we did pretty well with that. Yeah, leadership was really well this season.
Who do you think were some of the leading players of the team? Who do you think showed the most beneficial leadership qualities?
I think everyone had their moments. Our teammate, Chloe Wisniewski, was a big leader this season.
Yeah.
And kept everything light when we were down. But I think everyone, even Tenley and Kennedy would come up and be hey, we're good. Everyone had their moments, and it was just a good team environment that everyone wanted to put in the work to win.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What do you like most about playing as a Chesterton Trojan?
Like being in the sport that you could like you like have love for. It's nice like being to do it with like people you're with on a daily basis at school.
I like our community is really fun. Like people show out, and our pep band, like especially, and our cheerleaders, like just an entire environment in the gym is a lot of fun, especially at home games.
Basically what Ingrid said, like I feel like our pep band just like really amped us up and like made us hype.
Yeah, I feel like the cheerleaders and stuff make it fun, and it just feels nice to be a Trojan. So
That's awesome. So do the pep band and the cheerleaders perform every game? Or is it just home games?
Well, the cheerleaders were with us a lot of the home games
And away
games.
they come to the away games for conference games.
Okay.
And then the pep band, they were only there a few times.
Yeah, they were there for like big games. And was the dance team there too?
Yeah, they came
The
for
dance team? That's fun.
Yeah.
How much time do you spend per week practicing, both individually and as a team?
As a team, we practice
It was every day.
So like
6 out of 7 days of the week.
yeah, it's like 2 hours a day, 12 hours probably in a week. At
Do you
least.
guys practice individually beyond that, or just...
Yeah.
Wow. At home, or do you guys go to a court?
I go to trainers and like me and my dad shoot on our own, but I do that a lot.
It's dedication. Have you made any accomplishments in basketball this season that you are particularly proud of?
Putting more work in the sport.
She also had a 20-piece against Andrean. Like,
Oh
okay, like you had a good. Like, there are individual games where like you had 25 points, like where they shined individually, and like TT always getting blocks and everything.
That's my nickname, by the
Tenley,
way.
yeah.
What do you like better, home games or away games?
Home games.
Home games.
Home games just because it's like our court. Like you're walking into our facility. Like
Your crowd.
yeah, it's like our stands.
And we don't have to
feel
ride
most
on the
comfortable
bus.
Yeah. Makes sense. Do you guys do anything to mentally prepare yourself for a game?
So normally Corey will turn on music.
In the locker room before our games.
We'll just blast it before the games.
We'll
to kinda
all get like
hype.
hype.
Yeah.
We'll dance.
You
like,
can hear it like
we lock
in the
in, yeah.
gym from our locker room.
Yeah.
What are the greatest hits this season? Who are you guys
Oh.
liking?
It's just a
We
wide
play-
variety.
Yeah,
of
we've played some
music.
Usher before.
I
We've
love
played
Usher.
some Usher. Yeah, by Usher, that's definitely one that hits.
Do you guys plan on continuing to play basketball after you graduate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're
I'm
retiring.
done.
You're retiring?
Yeah, my
Okay.
career is over.
I don't. I plan to get a volleyball scholarship.
Okay. And you guys are looking to play in college?
Yeah.
I know you're a freshman, but where are you guys thinking about going? What are your top choices?
My dream is UAB, University of Alabama at Birmingham.
Okay.
It's a D1 college, and I went there for a camp in the summer, and I absolutely fell in love with it.
Fabulous.
I have not gone as far as Kennedy. I probably want to go to NIIA school for basketball, but I haven't looked into which one I want to look at yet.
And our senior here, do you have plans to continue education or take a year off? What's your graduation plan?
Yeah, I'll probably be going to college, like a 4-year university after this year.
You haven't picked where?
No.
You are running out of time.
I
I'm
know.
pretty
Hey, I have
sure.
till May.
Okay.
I have till
okay.
May.
Okay. What are your top two? that you're thinking of?
Santa Clara University, which is in California, and then Wake Forest, which is in North Carolina.
Oh, so you want to go far away.
Warm. I'd like to
I
go
see.
warm.
Where did you move from?
I've always lived in Chesterton, but I
Okay.
I commuted to a school in Chicago.
I see. Do you guys have any personal heroes in athletics? Could be a professional player, could be parent, could be a teammate, a former teammate, a coach.
I would say my dad. My dad and me are very close. He's like my best friend, and he pushed me to become the player that I am now. And he always took me to all my practices and all my games to make me a better player.
Probably my parents. They like always motivated me. Always like picked me up after bad games. Like,
I would say my mom. But my mom, she was a successful athlete, and she played in college. And I think she balanced all her sports really well because she was a 3-sport athlete. So I think, like, I admire that about her and her just giving me tips here and there.
I'd say my mom as well.
Wow.
She's like my best friend. I mean, from deep conversations to sports, we're like connected on every level. She played, and I think I like look up to her a lot.
What is some advice that you would give fellow student athletes about how to be successful in both areas?
Time management is key. Do not procrastinate on assignments.
Yeah, that's
Get your work done as soon as you can because you know after practice you're going to be tired and just want to shower and go to bed.
Right. Has basketball taught you anything that carries into other areas of your life?
not to be too hard on yourself mentally. Like, you cannot push, like, you can push yourself, but, like, you can't push yourself too hard that you just want to, like, stop. You have to, like, kind of balance.
Anybody else? Just say
That was
man.
good.
What keeps you positive and motivated to continue playing through tough games or losses?
Doing it for your teammates.
I feel like our coaches, like, if we have a bad game, like, one of our JV coach, like, he, like, tells us that we need to keep our head up and, like, continue playing as good as we know how to play. And Coach Campbell, he tells us, like, even if we're down, like, a lot, he's like, don't look at the scoreboard, just play how you know how to play.
And every game is a learning opportunity and an opportunity to get better. So I think we took a lot of those games that weren't going our way as like a kind of a practice just to get better.
Yeah, I even think, like, just with my, like, competitiveness, like, I think that just drives me to always want to do the best and have everybody else contribute to that.
What are some things that you always do after a good performance on the court?
It depends on the game. Like, after, I don't remember what game it was, but we played really good and we went out to eat afterwards. Like, after, was it sectionals? Did we go out to eat? Or was it?
We went to AJ's.
It was definitely, we went to Westville. After Westville one time, we went to
Yeah.
B-Dubs.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
we just are very close as a team, and so we normally go out to eat together after a game.
I know you mentioned Valpo, but are there any other teams that you consider to be your biggest rival and why?
Crown Point.
Crown
Yeah,
Point.
Crown Point.
Yeah.
You said that you
And
beat them for the
Portage.
first time in 6 years?
Yeah.
And Portage?
Yeah, and
Oh,
Portage.
Portage.
So you,
Yeah.
just, you just hate
Portage.
everybody.
Yeah.
LaPorte. I don't hate LaPorte.
No, I don't. That's fine.
Even, like, Central, I have a little
have-
rivalry
yeah.
with. But
Lake Central is very, very big.
Yeah,
I feel like
They're a really
almost
good
any
team.
team you put in front of us, I think we just want to win. Like, it's just like a automatic flip of the switch.
Yeah.
This isn't on our question sheet, but are you guys friends with any other players from other schools?
Yes.
Yeah.
I grew up with a few girls on Valpo and on Morgan Township and Portage. So,
Yeah.
like,
No love for them on the court, though.
oh no,
You're-
can't show love.
That's before and after.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you'd like to tell us about your experience on the girls' basketball team or student life in general?
I definitely just think this was, like, one of the best teams I've ever been
Yes.
on. Like, from the upperclassmen being generous and giving rides and offering things and just knowing that they're there for us, like, to communicate if we needed anything. Like, I just think this was probably one of the best teams I've ever connected on, like, on another level.
The upperclassmen are very welcoming, like very, very welcoming, and I feel like they made like the freshmen's like experience better.
We didn't do a good enough job of bullying them. Dang it. I just think this team is really special. And, like, the upper class, or the seniors will be gone, but, like, Sierra's still here, Delaney's still here, and this team's going to be really good for a long time, as long as everyone's here. So I just watch out for them next season.
All right.
They're going to be really good.
I have a couple other questions that I thought of. I didn't know that you guys were freshmen. Is it weird or is it abnormal for there to be so many freshman starters? Or, yeah?
I'd say so. Especially in, like, Jack Campbell's program. He usually brings, like, a freshman on varsity, but to have two starting, I think is strange. Especially in the
Pretty
DAC.
impressive.
I think it's awesome
Yeah.
because me and Kennedy have played together
Since fourth grade. So,
and
like,
we're like best friends on and off the floor, and I think it's awesome to experience that
Yeah.
as a
Together.
freshman. Yeah, together.
And when does training start for next season, or does it
next
never
season
stop?
starts now.
Next season starts now. Okay. No off time. Okay. Who was the leading scorer this year?
That was me.
Nice. Nice. What was your
I think it was 228, I think.
Wow.
I was so close to 230.
And then what teams, so what, do you know what year you finished in the DAC?
Third.
Third? And who beat you guys?
LC was first and Valpo was second.
Is there anything that you can think of that you know that you're going to have to work on specifically in order to beat those teams next year?
Fouls.
Fouls?
We have to work on our fouls because, like, I challenge myself because I always, like, reach in and then foul and then it's...
Get some control.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys can think of?
I definitely think some execution. Like, we know how to run plays, but sometimes we don't execute them as well, which can cause problems. So just, like, working hard in each play, like, running there faster, you know, passing the ball at the right time. Just those kind of things.
Okay. And then I think that's it. So that's going to wrap things up for this week's edition of the CHS Weekly Report. Thanks for listening, and thanks for coming in, guys. It was great to meet you.
Thanks for having
Thank
us.
you.
Good luck next season.
Thank you.